What's up, cancer people? This dude was made a post about Keppra, and he seems like a really cool dude. I've chatted with a little bit, or a couple comments back and forth. I think he's right on the money. I think that drug's bad. I really do. I mean, I think I don't know, because, I mean, who am I to say what people should and shouldn't do? But, I agreed with them as far as my personal feelings on it. Let's see, I had a seizure a year after my surgery, a year or so. But after my surgery, I got off that Keppra as soon as I could. And I was fine. I mean, I didn't have any problems, and then I had a seizure in the middle of the night. Woke up in the ambulance, went to the hospital, got a whole scan done, all that bullshit, and then nothing. Went back to life, fishing, doing shit, and I lost a bunch of weight. I mean, I was doing really good. And then, same thing, about a year later, in my sleep, I had a seizure. I don't know how to track what happened. I had maybe a little stress, lack of sleep. I don't know, but I had one a year later. And while I was in the hospital, just kind of coming to, and the doctor came in and he said he was going to give me a shot of Keppra, and I said no. I tried to refuse it, and he just said that he didn't have a choice, and he did it anyway. So I was on that shit for about a month, and I just weaned myself off of it, and then I quit taking it altogether. So at that point, I had moved to Dallas, so I was in between doctors, but we were still going down to Austin, so I was seeing my original oncologist. And he said that he was very upset that I wasn't taking Keppra, even though he weaned me off of it in the first place. It made no sense. I mean, whatever. Gave me a whole bunch of bullshit about all this I could die bullshit, but I told him what difference does it make if I'm on that shit and fucked up all the time? What do I care? I mean, I don't want to die, but there's got to be something better. And he always seemed open-minded, but on this issue, it was like Keppra or nothing. I don't know. And my new doctor basically said the same shit. But he kind of took a little different approach. Like, he asked why are you risking your life? And I told him, and he understood, and he gave me this other stuff. He said, asked me if I would try it. He said it had some different side effects, some positive ones. It's called latriptamine, or lepatrine, whatever. If anybody wants to know, get a hold of me, and I'll post a picture of the thing in our cancer group. Anyway, it's okay. It kind of mellowed me out, which was cool. Took away all my anxiety. I believe it's an antidepressant. I don't know, but it definitely is so much better than Keppra. There's a little bit of drag. I don't know how to describe it. It's kind of like, I don't know. It's like well, a little sleepy, but you can push through it. It's not nothing like Keppra. Anyway, so I don't know. I'm not saying anybody should stop taking anything their doctors. That was my personal choice. I wouldn't tell anybody or recommend that. But I do recommend talking to your doctors. If you're having trouble in your marriage or in life and you're taking that shit and you're a little bit past your surgery, and if you're having just trouble, talk to your doctor about what you're on. I mean, goddamn, it changes it. Yeah, ask my wife. Goddamn, it made me a miserable son of a bitch to be on that stuff. I mean, it really did. And you know, at the time, you don't realize it, but it does. It really just. I won't take that shit anymore. But I definitely recommend, and man, talk to your doctor. There's got to be a better way. And I ain't saying my old doctor wasn't offering stuff. I mean, I was being kind of a dick about it. But my new doctor, he put me on this other stuff. It's almost there. Letromine? My God, I can't say. It's right there in my head, but I can't say that shit. But anyway, like I said, I mean, my wife and we were talking and kind of put a little thought in my head about this too. And then I seen that guy's post, and I thought I'd just go ahead and roll. So many people, my wife mentioned to me as caregivers, because she's on a bunch of caregiver groups too, how people are splitting up after they get this shit. And it's kind of sad, and I can see how it could go, because some people just, you can only take so much. And I gotta tell you, I mean, I understand why it happens, but what I don't understand is why two people don't say, hey, wait a minute, what's going on here? Maybe it's the drugs you're on. Maybe you're an asshole. I don't know. I gotta think that if somebody's bailing out after you get a cancer diagnosis, there might have been some trouble in paradise. But anyway, I thought what that guy said was spot on. I thought it was cool. I mean, I guess I'm not a doctor, obviously, and I mean, it probably is life-saving, and there's probably situations where people need to be on it. I would agree with that, but I gotta think at some point they should get people off of it, and it shouldn't be like 2 or 3 years in. They should be getting people off. If you're not having seizures, they should let you try something else, or personal responsibility. You should ask them if you could. There's an alternative. I'm sure people probably do. It's probably a case by case, but I just know that when I was on it, it was very disruptive to my life. The second time when they injected me with it in the hospital, it was like a month. I put all my weight back on. I wasn't doing anything. It just really disrupted my life. Plus, it made me irritable. Almost impossible probably for anybody to be around me. So that's my thoughts on that Keppra. Anyway, I hope everybody else is all well. Don't freaking bail off your meds because some dipshit tells you it's okay. Please don't do that. But I would definitely question your doctor. That seems to be their go-to drug, and maybe there's other stuff out there that's better for people. Fuck it. I give up. Anyway, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.